Okay, this is an administrative hearing being held on September 22nd, 2025 in the Huntington County Courthouse. This hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in Indiana Code 6-1.1-1-1. The proceeding number is 35-005-25-05-00081. The parcel number is 35-05-22-100-541-400-005. The property address is 1375 Charles Street in Huntington. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree that the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Jill Zorger, and I am the secretary to the PTABOA. The other persons here representing the PTABOA are
Patty Kindler.
Les Howe. Matt Capozzo.
the following persons here representing the county assessor's office.
Jamie Matthews.
The following persons representing the taxpayer.
Bart Bennett.
Will all parties who are or may be witnesses in this hearing please raise your right hand to be sworn in? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, Mr. Bennett, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just here to oppose my rate of any increase down my street at all. I come down the last time they had these. We were down in a different room then, and there hasn't been anything changed on my street. There's no sidewalks on my street. When it rains heavy, I have basically have Lake Charles out in front of my driveway. I got a big blue building behind my factory. Behind my house. The smell is sometimes if I walk outside especially if I walk in the backyard, you can't sit out there. You got to come back in because the factory, it smells too bad. That factory needs to be shut down, and I know that they're moving out, but that's just the way it is over there. So, but anyhow, that's why I oppose any rate tax on my property. I don't think it's warranted. That's all there is to it. I'm not getting anything, like I said, there's no sidewalks, there's no curb out front, the water sits there until it drains out in my yard. So, you guys ever get any complaints about that factory?
Well, not through this particular board, since we just deal with the assessments.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm sure the city does.
Yeah.
Which factory is it?
The aluminum factory.
That
The
aluminum.
Mako place is right in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Or, I said Mako, I don't know what it's called.
Ah.
I forget the name.
Yeah,
Huntington aluminum, I think.
that's what I know it of,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
something, but I'll be glad when they're gone. I
Yeah,
can tell you that.
it's
They're
always
big.
smelled
They
like
always
that.
run a big fan out there, even if even if the smell's not out there, and you're sitting in your backyard, it's hard to hear if somebody else is sitting out there with you, because they've got a big fan running. So I had to go over 2 or 3 times and ask them to shut one of the fans off because it was just blowing the smoke out of their building right down onto the pool where my grandkids swim. I went over there at least 3 times over the years. Finally they shut it off and kept it off. So just stuff like that. It's not the greatest place to live over there, I'll just put it that way.
So if you were to sell it, what do you think you'd get out of it?
I have no idea. I got a neighbor that's selling his place, and he's trying to get outrageous money out of his. I told him, I said, good luck. I said, I don't think there's any way you're gonna get that kind of money out of it. But I don't know. I really don't. If anybody knew, if anybody knew what it's like to live over there around that place, then they might not give you too much. I don't know. Maybe they give you some. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes if you see that picture there, there's water out in front there. It'll go all the way across the street. We get, heavy rains for like a day or so. It'll stay there for a couple of days. I think it drains off into my property there on the right. right side. I don't know where it goes, but it goes somewhere.
Okay.
Jamie, do you wanna, oh, I'm sorry, I have the paper, that's why you're looking at me.
Okay, so the assessor has two comparable sales in the same neighborhood as the subject property. The sales date is 1/1 of '23 and greater. The median price per square foot is $86.91. The subject property is at $58.64 assessment per square foot. The assessor recommended no change.
I guess we also should say he sits in a neighborhood that we only compare him to modular or mobile homes because he's a modular home, so that's why it looks different than the normal neighborhoods.
Okay, so
I
So
thought
we
we
break
should be
those up.
lowering taxes in the state of Indiana.
that's in the other state of Indiana.
Well, I mean, just because your assessment goes up doesn't necessarily mean your taxes are going up. There is due calculations on your homestead and your homestead supplemental and your credit and all these things that the governor did put in place that you'll see on your tax bill next year.
Well, all I'm saying is, I just don't think that it should be going up. I don't, like I say, I don't get the advantages other people in the next block, you know, they've got nice sidewalk, they've got curbing out front, they've got drains that actually, you know, take the water away, so. This stuff like that, they don't have a big blue building in, you know, spewing out all kinds of stuff, who knows what.
So it appears that you were requesting last year's value then, which was a total of 102,200. Is that correct?
Is that what that says?
Well, that's what that says. I mean, what do you think your property's worth is what they're trying to get at. I'm
I
so-
wouldn't, I don't know. I haven't, you know, I've been there for 15 years now, so I don't know.
Okay.
I would say it wouldn't be over 80.
Oh, okay. And that's just because of the surroundings
Yeah.
and the water issue. Okay. Do we have any other questions for him or any other?
No.
You can make a motion to take it under advisement?
Yeah.
Second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to take under advisement. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Okay, we will adjourn this hearing and then the board will either follow up with questions or we'll send you a determination of what they come up with.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
very much.
Our next one, oh, thank you. I was gonna say, our next one's not coming, so if you wanna go make copies, that'd be great.
So is that adverse where he's setting with that? 'Cause I drive by the thing and I go, God, damn,
I
that
know.
stinks.
My friends used to live in that neighborhood years ago, and it was bad back then.
And as I look at the choices that she had, which is everything close, they're not setting on top of that factory.
No, they aren't. They don't have that obsolescence
Yeah,
from that.
so,
Yeah, Drover's the closest one. It's straight over a few blocks, but still doesn't have the external depreciation that he does.
I
Yeah.
wonder what his neighbor's selling for. He should have told us that.
It would be interesting to see what they're selling, trying to sell it for, although
What's for sale on Charles?
we should tell them that the value's about to go up because they're closing.
I mean, the house next door sold for like 170 a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Huh.
That was one of the Drummond kids. It was a renovation project of theirs. So it was heavily renovated, entirely renovated.
And a house.
And,
And a house, yeah,
and
story and a half
also-
house, and I don't remember if it had a garage or anything, but I remember the front of it anyway. But, I mean, between being a manufactured home and having some external depreciation because of the factory in the back,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it was open at the start of, you know, from the assessment period. I don't know what'll happen with it now, and it could be better or worse being closed, that's.
Right.
you know.
Yeah, that's
I mean, look at HK Porter, right?
right. Yeah, something that's not just sitting there for the next 30 years. It's a
Because there's not a lot of use for that building.
brownfield or something, yeah.
No, and how much environmental issues are there sitting inside that?
Yeah,
do you
I have
think?
no idea what's happened inside that thing over the years.
Aluminum, probably quite a bit.
Not just the aluminum, but all the solvents that they had to use for it. I don't even know what they even do there.
Yeah, I don't know what they used to do when it was like Mako.
I don't really know either, to be honest with you.
It's probably really smelling today with this cloud over us.
I know we gave them a loan at the EDC and they never paid us back.
Mako?
When they
Yeah.
before they went bankrupt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Part of an incentive package.
Yes.
Interested incentive for them to close.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of places do that. Or they don't follow through on their abatements.
No.
So what was 5%? Did you figure any percentages less? I saw you.
No, I was
Okay.
working backwards, just on where we do her math, to see if it was
I don't see
understanding.
Okay.
anything for sale on Charles Street, so I'm not
Understand what
sure.
she was doing.
I'm not finding
I
anything at
didn't
all.
find,
And maybe it's a block away or something.
right,
So what is 5%?
maybe it's for sale by owner.
Make it 107.
107, 5% more
Yeah,
than last year.
yeah. But they haven't done 5% on any of these years. Well, maybe that 21 to 22, but then 22 is only an increase of 1,500, so that's, whatever that is,
Yeah.
that's barely a percentage point. And then 1,019 to 1,222 is
Yeah.
$30. That's not even a half a percent.
No, it isn't. How old is this thing? ...2002, so not too bad. Well, so I'd say that that's 20-some years ago. 2002 it was built or brought in there.
Go back there.
Only 280, I said.
I'm saying it's pretty good size model. It's all down to, it's 1440 a half when you bring it in.
Yeah.
I'd rather
that's-
send them to you
that's a big
because I
one.
knew you can have your email.
Yeah.
Everything just over here.
No, I mean, there's been so little, I was just trying to see if there was anything that jarred my memory. I mean, this one over here on Edwin sold for 100, half the size.
Oh, I need to pull their file.
We'll have to see when you get done with that, yeah, we'll.
Obviously a little better location, but still close to the mix of everything back in there. Off of Sabine, here's the drive-in movie theater, obviously. But half the size of a house, but still kind of an area with some influence. And I think what you guys were talking about, I think prior year assessment plus a very modest appreciation rate, is probably about all he is. Don't you guys, is that what you guys were talking about?
Well, sort of, yeah. What do you think that modest number is?
We started with 5, so I think we're,
So we can auction it
Drop
down.
it.
You can
Auction down. Do I hear 4, do I hear 6? How does that work?
Yeah, kind of in that area, yeah.
Oh, no.
I think I don't know. How do I go with this? I think 105, but 5% might be high, but on the other hand, 22, 23, and 24, he didn't even do 2% over those 3 years.
Yeah, he had pretty modest.
So I think we gotta have some
File
kind of-
every year, let me look.
So what's 4% gonna be? And maybe they were taking into consideration where he lived, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. There should be anyway.
That's $4,000. Puts him at 106, 200. Actually, 106, 280.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if the market's 4 to 6%, you know, his property is probably gonna be a little bit below that. Appreciation wise.
Below 4.
Yeah, so if we go 2 to 4, or, I mean,
Yeah, so 3.
there you go, yeah.
Oh, that ain't gonna work. Missed a decimal point somewhere.
I was going to say, what did come up with there? It's scary.
30,000.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
You're not used to using numbers, are you?
No, but I used to use a bigger keyboard. 105?
105,
It's 105,060, but
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's reasonable.
that works.
Would the chair entertain a motion?
go ahead.
Motion for 105.
Second that motion, 105.
Okay. Those in favor of said motion, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. 3,640,000.
This is an administrative hearing being held on September 22nd, 2025 in the Huntington County Courthouse. This hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in Indiana Code 6-1.1-1-1. The proceeding number is 35-005-25-05-00129. The parcel number is 35-05-22-200-307-100-005. The property address is 785 Klein Street in Huntington. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree with the year under appeal as stated?
Yes.
My name is Jill Zorger, and I am secretary to the PTABOA. The following persons are here representing the PTABOA.
Patty Kindler.
Les Howe.
Matt Proposal.
The following persons are here representing the county assessor's office.
Jamie Matthews.
The following persons are here representing the taxpayer.
Selena Buford.
Andrew Bloom.
Okay. And will all persons who are or may be witnesses in this hearing please raise your right hand to be sworn in? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi there.
Hi.
This is my first time being here, so I don't know what's going on
That's
here.
And same with me as well, I'm not 100% sure on the formalities of.
Yeah, this is a big learning
Okay.
thing for us.
All right.
The formality is that we're very informal.
Yeah.
Right?
We just want to hear what you've got, what information you've got to present to us in regard to the value. And
Right, so what we did is she purchased the house in her name back in last November, and that's when this is all started. This is when, and the estimate that we got, how it is and the condition that it is, should be around 100 to 105,000. Of course, there are some repairs that need to be done. We have a whole new roof, siding and windows, because she has the original siding and windows from 1953. And then it needs a new AC unit. She doesn't have AC in that house the past 5 years. And then it also needs interior work, which I didn't go into. I just did exterior only, because that's the things you guys do for the value of the house is exterior. Is that how you guys do things? They don't like floors and landscaping, none of that affects.
You can still, I mean, if it needs repaired, you can still state those items.
Okay, so on a quick estimate of what the appraiser did, he was thinking between 10 to 15 for a roof, 20 to 25,000 for siding and windows, 5,500 for floors. The kitchen needs 6,500 for the floor. On the paint, he's saying 2,500, landscaping 2,000, and central air is 3,500 to get all those things fixed. So that can appraise for 135, 145,000. If all that was worth, that's what he's thinking. So we went and got a bunch of, that letter came in from you guys, right, saying that your house is now worth 152, I think it was.
Yes, 152.
And then we're like, well, that's a little high, because we're thinking, at the high end, if everything's fixed, 135, 145. And then, I'm not sure how you guys do your math, but is it the actual value of the house, or with the repairs needed? Is it the repairs needed brings the value down? Because if we were to sell it, we're not being able to get the 152 that you guys think we can get. We can maybe get the 100, 105, and that's actual state it is right now. And then we went and got a bunch of quotes from all of the, like, roofing, windows, siding, and they're actually low or higher than what this guy was originally thinking. So let's say between 25,000 to 25,000 and 30,000 for a roof. For the siding, they want like 20,000, 25,000 for siding, because we have the aluminum siding, and they want us to go vinyl. We can't find
Aluminum anywhere.
to
They
replace
both
that.
have that. I mean,
And then the windows are like 12,000 for windows. And I didn't do anything yet for like the kitchen or the landscape or the AC. I didn't have time to do all of that yet. So that's just what I have for just the exterior stuff. So I have the boats from 3 different companies. And they're all parking between 25 and 32 for all that to get fixed. And then we went and looked at houses around the same street. We got 4 different houses. And if you look at, when we get these addresses out,
Sure.
Yeah, so on this address, it is first one we've got is 623 Plain Street. And if you look at their assessed value, and I did it based off the square foot, so I took that by the total, which is from 2025, divided by the square footage of the building, which is 1,200. So I got $99.25 per square foot for 2025, and then did that same math for 2024, which is 76.17, and then did it again for 2023, that's 76.17 as well. 2022, 73.42 per square foot, and then for 2021, it's 63.58. And I did that for that same math across the board for 4 different houses, and on average, she is paying. Where's your house at? On a quick maths, she is paying roughly. What is your? So, off of these 4 houses on the same street with almost the same accommodations. So we're talking 3 bedrooms. One of them is 2 bedrooms. One of them they all have full baths, and all of them have central warm and AC. Hers, in this case, does not have AC for the past 5 years. So it's marked as if she does have AC. So she's paying for taxes on the AC spot. So in 2025, this year, she's paying roughly, on average, 5.5 or 55.7% more than what everybody else is paying. And then in 2024, she's paying 54.4% more than everybody else around her in the same street that she's paying. And then in 2023, she's paying 62.1% more. And then in 2022, she's paying 57.7% more. And then in 2021, she's paying 58.8% more. Based on all those 4 houses on the same street.
Okay, can you list those addresses again? I have
Yes,
623
so
Klein.
the first address I had was 623 Pine Street,
Okay,
and then 630 Pine Street,
okay,
and then 331 Pine Street, and then 349 Pine Street.
okay. And you were comparing assessments or tax dollars?
These,
Let me get it's on the second page, and it's going to be the evaluation from the assessor.
Okay, so assessments, okay, just. Do we have any questions right now? Jamie, you can say what the assessor is.
The assessor has 6 comparable sales in the same neighborhood as the subject property, with the sales date of 1/1 of 23 and greater. The assessor offered a new assessment of $125,300 per the comparable sales.
So are you looking for the value, you said between 100 and 105, is that what
That's
you
we're kind of
request?
wanting. Yeah, 105, I think is what we requested.
Okay,
So have you done any of the improvements, the roof, the siding?
no,
we haven't
haven't
done
done
that.
any of that.
And I think the roof is like over 30 years old, somewhere between 93 and 2004 is when it was replaced last.
And are you putting on shingle or metal roof?
We're going to try to do metal at first, and then the price varies.
Well, that's probably your 35,000 or 40 grand,
Yeah.
yeah. No, okay.
is this a 3-bedroom home?
Yes,
Okay. And
3-bedroom
1 full bath?
But it's
one
one
full
bed.
bath.
Okay, and you said no AC, so we'll definitely get that removed.
The AC unit is on the house, however, it's not been functional for the
Okay.
past 5 years.
And it's the original 1953 AC unit.
Yeah, everything is original to the house right now.
And you have a utility shed, correct? Out.
In the back, yeah.
Okay, I just want to verify that we did everything else.
So I'll try the off-the-wall question. If you were to make all those improvements, what do you think the house would then be worth?
Between,
Not what Andy says, what do you think it'd be worth?
I would say maybe
depending what the
125.
market is.
It all varies.
Out of all the houses I gave, address gave, only one of them's on the market, and that's the one at 331, and it's been on the market for more than 90 days. And they're selling that house roughly at, they're asking less than 90,000 square foot at the moment.
And you think 105 is a good value for the house
In
currently?
its current condition. Once everything gets fixed on it, you see it being worth more.
Okay. I'm not having any questions other than it's going to take time to calculate.
You guys have any more questions?
I don't have any more.
I
It's
don't
going to
have
take a little
any.
time to calculate.
Right,
I'm sorry, I gave a bunch of numbers.
Well, that's okay. We like numbers, it's just.
great, no, you came prepared, thank you. Do you want to table it for a little bit and then,
Motion taken under advisement?
Second that motion?
Those in favor to take it under advisement, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
okay?
Which means we'll
With that,
calculate.
we'll adjourn the hearing and they will kind of look over everything that you presented. Did you guys want copies of any things that they brought, or you made good enough notes, or
Yeah, we can, if you guys want to take copies, we can take copies.
Is there anything
We have the
that-
information from Andy, but if there's any other market data or anything you wanna
You want
leave with us, you
the,
can leave that with Jill. Yeah, that'd
Our
be great.
estimates on the sale?
That's okay, we've got at least.
But that's
We're
we have it all.
we're more interested in current
We have
value.
all our
than-
information from.
Yeah.
okay, and I wrote all those addresses down,
Okay,
so.
so we can look it up.
That'd be okay.
Okay, yep, we'll either reach out if they have any additional questions, or we'll send you a Form 115 with what they determined.
Okay.
So
Thank
yes,
you.
thank you for coming, thank you
Thank
for
you.
having information, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
I missed, who was he?
I'm sorry?
Who was he? Moral support?
I didn't catch, he said Andrew, I didn't catch his last name, did
Yeah, he didn't say Eckert. Because I thought maybe it was going to be the guy that was there.
he? The guy that was there,
The guy that has the appraisal.
oh,
I just figured he was here for moral support.
Yeah, maybe a significant other.
I figured, yeah, significant other, the new guy. The new
Nice.
guy replaced
He made
the
a
old
nice,
guy.
Clear presentation.
Yeah, he was really, good kid.
Now, I will say in regard to his assessed value analysis, that if we look right at where the property is, there's two properties across the street that are kind of similar. One just sold for, maybe she can bring up the map, yeah, the next house, see the little
This
house
little
on the
one?
corner? That sold for $80,000. Complete reno. It was,
wow.
it needed everything on
It
the
did,
inside.
because it looks pretty nice. I'm
Needed-
like, wow.
No, it needed absolutely everything on the inside. I
Wow.
mean, the kitchen was half installed. It needed everything.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
but the assessed valuation on that house is 130, I think.
Whoops.
And then if we go to the nice little one side by side, or beside, side by side, beside it, I think the assessed valuation on that one is 123.4.
This
That
one?
house.
Yeah, And then, of course, that one doesn't count, that's great big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's driving the values so far up on theirs. I guess I didn't.
But, yeah, that's what I was getting to. It seems like based on square footage, it
Right.
it has been driven up by the formula a bit high.
How many square foot was in the one?
At that, oh, I'm sorry.
For 80.
The one on the corner, that same size range, let me pull it up real quick. It wasn't very big. It had a nice attached garage off the back of it. Had a lot of upside potential in it. But it was rough, very rough.
How many square feet does she have?
It had 971 square feet. And it had a 2024 valuation of 100,600, and then in 2025 went up to 130. And it may or may not have been renovated in that time, I'm not saying, but at the time of the sale, it needed a total interior renovation.
Okay.
So how many?
Yeah, that one across the street was 971.
Okay, I'm not good with this now.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so she.
Yeah.
This is what it says, is this the square footage for this house?
Well, they're
Up here.
including the basement, I think, in that.
This is
figure.
finished area is only
Yeah.
1,004.
Yeah. So when they
Okay,
put down there, they're
yeah,
adding it.
right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't know why. I don't think it should be there. I mean, it's the way the system works, but yeah. That's flawed to me.
So they are actually in a different neighborhood. So if you look at the color, so the ones across the street, they're actually in a platted neighborhood, Drover's Outlot.
Okay.
They're in just Huntington City South, because I'm assuming her legal description is in,
.20,
is in acreage.
Acreage, yeah.
So that's why, I just want to see the preparatory record first. So that's probably why she doesn't compare to those ones across the street. Mainly just because it's the neighborhood we put her in. Because she's not in actual platted lot. So she's just in a neighborhood called Huntington City South. And anything in Huntington City South that's not in a platted neighborhood goes into this neighborhood. Right or wrong, indifferent, I'm not sure, but
Okay.
that's the reasoning why she's.
So when you do an analysis, you don't look at the ones in a different neighborhood
Nope.
either? Okay.
So we just look at the ones specifically.
Even if
in
they're
their
right
neighborhood.
across
Even if they're
the
right
street.
across the street.
Okay.
As in this particular case, right across the
Right
street.
across the
Right.
street, yeah.
Which would have,
But we can.
But you can, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I mean, that was very good information that they brought in. But that's probably, in my opinion, why she's so much higher, because her trending factor is probably different than. what-
Okay. Yeah, okay.
so then do we have to change the depreciation or some kind of obsolescence to bring her in line? Or
Most
we just
likely,
create
yeah.
another number?
Yeah.
I
I
guess
mean,
if
I
the one
kind of
across the
messed
street
with her
went for
grade
80,
and put her in fair condition.
And it was rough. I mean,
Okay.
it was rough.
Yeah, but it makes ours not worth 150.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But,
It
but I
does.
mean, but here we've got like 1135, or 1135, I can't speak today, 1305 Ogan Avenue. It sold for $120,000. And I realize I'm just picking one here, but it's 2-bedroom. It's gotta be around 1,160 square feet. So, you know, as we look at these, I mean, in that range, you know, down here on Drover, 1,000 square feet, 128, and these are all sales in the last year. Another one on Cottage, you know, 130. Now we're getting into some degree of renovation in that one. And then we're getting into stuff that's a little bit nicer. This one down on Klein Street, 1,000 square feet, sold for 136. So, but had a new roof, had some other new things in there. That one's pretty nice from the outside. I've never been in it, but it's pretty nice on the inside. So you get into that 120 range, and then you start to drop down below it. And, you know, these two needed work. That house was gutted. This was a really weird house. I didn't even It's kind of a one-bedroom, but if we get into ones here that really needed a lot of work, you know, we get into stuff that was just kind of an average condition, we're popping up into that 110s.
Okay.
So, you know, here's 1126 Oakland, 115, very similar, 1106 Charles, 100, I mean, you move up into that 150 range, and, you know, you're even down there on William, the house on the corner of Williams and, not Klein, but where it dead ends down there, you know, where it goes back to Old Frederick Street back there.
Yes.
Oh, where'd that sale? That might have been maybe that was a 2023 sale. That little
Okay.
house on the corner there sold for 135 and 23, and was bigger. It was probably 1,700 square feet. Really nice detached two-car garage, nice big lot.
Wow.
Maybe had a little more traffic influence, maybe didn't, but that's kind of busy right there where they are, you know? I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think these last couple, there's a little bit of external obsolescence, you know, you've got the parking lot beside you, which isn't residential, right?
Right.
Nothing's going on there, but, so, I don't know.
I get done with that, whatever do you think it should be?
I think somewhere in that 115 to 125 range is pretty reasonable, which didn't answer your question.
That's okay, I'm used to that.
And we have a market, it's not a market analysis. What's the difference between a market analysis and a BPO? Do you know?
I don't think
Okay.
there's a technical difference.
Price opinion,
But I
okay,
would think that's
broker's
an
price
attempt at a
opinion.
market analysis, wouldn't it, by their opening line?
Yes. To establish the value, yeah. It'd be a lot more clear cut if they would have left the repairs off and maybe just used one sentence for that instead of depended so much on that.
Yeah, really, I mean, basically what the BPO is telling us is that in their opinion, it's a $110,000 house.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what they're telling us, 1099, yeah.
Yeah, but they're also saying that it would go FHA, VA, or USDA with really limited repairs, except for maybe the roof. I don't know what the roof is like, so.
I can't imagine that 1,000 square foot roof in shingle is gonna cost
Right.
20 grand.
There's no way.
Yeah, well, they had 10 to 15 on here.
That would be like the
It's
metal.
probably is, I don't know, roofs are pretty expensive, but yeah. I don't even know, is the roof, could you see the roof on the Google map? Do you still have it up? Or, I mean, I can pull it up, just I'm slow.
Yeah, it doesn't look the
Oh.
nicest.
Yeah.
So it's,
They
And
didn't
that
say it was
Google was in
leaking.
22, so this is a
oh wow,
22.
that's 3
Yeah.
years old, so it hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah. Definitely condition.
What if we go back to our 2023 assessment, 121,400?
Yeah, I don't know if they just never paid attention to it, or, which I guess between 24 and 25 it went way up, but.
Wow, I'm on the wrong property.
Jill, did you recommend that they get comparable market analysis when they called in, or do you know?
Zena handled this one, and I feel like there was no communication, because I think she says on the front of the folder,
That
she left a
she'd
voicemail.
call back, yeah.
So I'm not sure. I think Zena just left a voicemail.
Okay.
I don't think they ever.
Okay.
Okay, now, and again, I know that one sale doesn't make a market, and this is also a 2025 sale, but talking about the 121 Ford, go back to that assessment, this is a house on 1305 Ogan Avenue, and not 1,160 square feet, so also had a one-car attached garage. And then if we look at the interior pictures of it, I mean, I think it's fair to say that it's pretty average. And we look in, sorry, new computer. Not very good at hitting the right buttons apparently. So you look at the kitchen, old painted cabinets, countertops busted up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, golly. And, you know, you got old plastic tiles in the bathroom. So in this house, nice backyard though, right? Which I think this one looks like it had a fairly decent yard, but, you know, I mean, it's pretty average on the inside, you know? So, you know, a little nicer on the outside, but that's 120.
120, huh?
Yeah, 120.
Just sold.
In March,
We're lower than that.
yeah. So, now it was on Ogun, so, I mean, I don't know, kind of.
Same difference,
You
or-
know, so. So we're still
Thanks.
back in that range, that 115, 120, give or take a little bit. Andy Eckert actually sold this house.
Oh, really?
So, I didn't do that on purpose, by the
Yeah.
way.
Not weird.
So you split the difference, 115, 120 to 117.5?
I don't know. Yeah, we're splitting hairs here, aren't we?
Yeah.
I was sure I'd agree with the 152.
The assessor use.
She gave 125.3.
Yep, 125.3. Because if you went back to the old assessment you were talking about, that would be right in line with Jill, just about 121.4. Kind of in line with Jill.
Just based on market change.
Yeah.
I like that. We'll just use that.
My only problem is we're looking at some market evidence that they brought in, which would be considered like probative evidence of a value.
I don't think they had any sales data in there, did they, Jill? Was there any? It was
No,
all
he
a
said, he said 331 maybe was. 331 Pine Street was on the market, is what he said, which was $90 per square foot, is what he said.
331 Klein?
That's, yep.
331 Klein.
So if I,
Let's just look on solds. So let's take a look at that.
so if I take what Zena offered and then I also remove the air conditioning, because I guess if it's not functioning, that drops it to 122.8.
122.8.
331.
331 Klein.
Didn't sell.
I don't like this house because I got stung 4 times walking into the laundry room.
God.
Yep.
4
Um,
times.
4 times. There was, must have been a massive bee's nest in the wall of the house, and I had on the very back of it, there's this little porch that turned into, or an old porch that turned into a laundry room. I opened the door, and you don't think about the room being filled with bees.
No, no.
Filled with bees.
Oh my God. Did they not warn you?
I'm hoping no one knew. The house was
Yeah.
vacant.
Oh,
So,
okay,
and-
all right.
And you know
There you
how
go.
bees can move in really, really fast. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming no one
Yeah,
knew.
okay.
but-
I was just like,
No.
let's set up the appraiser.
Yeah.
We'll send them in
But,
the back
I mean,
door.
story and a half house. This house had a huge garage out back.
So
I
just
should,
go with
but,
what she has. I mean, I think
had some
she
newer
did have
kitchen
some
cabinets in it,
shareables
sold for
and
one, but,
things.
I mean, but it's a ranch versus a story and a half, I mean, you know, and it is on the market, it's pending for whatever, 115, and it did, it needed, it looks okay, but it was ready for some updating.
Okay.
So again, that's higher than what we're sitting here looking at.
Hello, are you Mr. Bartram?
Lower.
Yes.
150.
It's pending
Give him a few
around
minutes, and then I'll have you
115.
step up to the podium when you're ready, and then I'll.
I don't remember the
read
exact
first.
number.
Identify who
It's-
you all
it's-
are, and swear in that we're
It's
gonna.
listed,
and then we'll
it's
have you
listed
start.
No, I
for
do.
Okay, so
115.
just give them a few more minutes, they're kind of still talking.
I mean, from
You can
this,
have a
from
seat
what
and-
he's showing us, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
not
some of the
really,
other-
I mean, not really a comparable property, you know, it's a different market segment, 1,000 square foot ranch versus,
Yeah,
yeah,
Well, I think this would be more than.
Location now.
No?
I would say it's a different market segment, you know, a ranch, nicer backyard here. This is different, you know what I mean, it's just different.
Which one's better, this one or this one?
Ford or Chevy, different market segment,
Ford
you know what I mean?
okay.
I know which one, those are better.
It's a different market segment, so.
I was gonna say,
We
you
can
still
certainly
want to
wrestle
deliberate,
there.
or you gotta?
Just wanna, I mean, we've narrowed in on that range, and we just wanna go 117.5, just,
Okay,
Okay.
works for me.
I mean, we've gotten our range down pretty, I mean, I'm not sure the difference between the bottom and the top of the range, I don't know if we have enough information to hit it
Okay,
without going in the property, and I don't think it's,
that's true.
we're splitting hairs, I think, so, motion 117.5?
Second.
We have a motion at 117.5. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Let's try 117.5.
Write this
Just get
down.
that back in her folder.
We had ourselves to the ringer on that one, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's fun to try to figure that out. Thanks.
Okay, Mr. Bartram, if you want to step up to the podium, and like I said, I'll read through my script, we'll identify who we are, we'll swear in that we're going to tell the truth, and then we'll get started. Okay, this is an administrative hearing being held on September 22nd, 2025 in the Huntington County Courthouse. This hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in Indiana Code 6-1.1-1-1. The preceding number is 35-005-25-05-00131. The parcel number is 35-05-14-300-025-000-005. The property address is 334 Guilford Street in Huntington. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree that the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Jill Zorger. I'm secretary to the PTABOA. The following persons are here representing the PTABOA.
Patty Kindler.
Les Howe?
Matt Capozza?
The following persons are here representing the county assessor.
Jamie Matthews.
And the following persons are here representing the taxpayer. State your name.
Wayne Bartram.
Okay, and will all persons who are or may be witnesses in this hearing please raise your right hand? Raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here because I'm trying to make a living, and it's getting hard, especially when you're kind of crooked. But I live in this house, and well, I'll start out with this. I know that I had an appeal a year or two ago, and I think it was like $9,500 they dropped it. So this time around, My neighbor's 40,000, 40,000, mine got raised 40,000, his got raised 40,000, and I don't understand it because I don't live in a nice house, and I'd like to put some money into it, but I'm having problems with that. And I got some pictures if you want to see them also. You know, I figured this out. The siding and windows on my house are 65 years old, and I'd love to put windows in it, but that's expensive. But I try to keep my place up, and I like to clean the city. I'd like to do more with my house to improve it. Now, well, if you would like to see some pictures, I'd like to show you those too. I mean, I don't have no super smartphone, but. Can I go
Information
back?
is good. You're more than welcome to just stand right here in front of us, and we can just look right in front at you. And I'm gonna keep my old man glasses on here so I can
While
see.
I'm at this, you're gonna see a bunch of water standing out in front of my house. And it comes out 6 or 7 feet when it rains. And this didn't used to be a problem until you have these people coming in and paving, and they don't care about what they're doing. Now, I bought this house for my parents, and when it was resurfaced one time, he talked to the guy running the machine. He said, "That's not a problem, we'll just grade this a little different." But the water's standing out there now because of what they did. And then on top of that, street on high, they came through the alley, built that all up, and now it's holding water at that end of the curb too. And it's also holding water in the front of my curb where they put a new access to the handicap business center.
So
Sidewalk cuts.
where exactly is your house?
Right there.
Oh, sorry, it's on the
Right
corner
there.
of Garfield
Yeah,
and
you
High
said
Street.
Guilford, I believe.
I did,
Garfield.
Garfield, yeah.
Between Bryant and Garfield, just north of the park.
Here's an overview of where it is.
Right.
Is that helping you yet? South of the river.
Yeah,
South of the
there's
riverside.
a river. See, Hyers Park is a whole block and a half south of him.
Yeah, down here would be Hayers Park.
So if you're going south past, like Pisons and
This is Jefferson
Pearson's
coming down,
across
you
the
go over
river.
Riverside to Garfield.
That's it.
Yep.
And the city came through and really irked me off when they butchered my trees that aren't there anymore. And I wasn't happy, and the mayor came over and I talked to him about it. It's ridiculous. I busted my butt planting them trees, and then they come over and hack them. Now, they're not there now because they're invasive, and you probably know about these trees. You really don't want you to plant them anymore. They're ornamental pear trees.
oh,
And,
Bradford
and they'll
pears.
take over, and that's why I went ahead and got rid of them. So
Yeah.
it's tearing up the street, it's tearing up the sidewalk, they got suckers growing everywhere, so that's not a good thing. And I won't ever do that again.
Yeah, for
But,
20
uh,
years, they encouraged us to plant Bradford pears, and then all of a sudden they were bad.
Yeah, that's
Right.
It's kind of like butter. One day it's good for you, one day
Yeah.
it's bad for you.
Well, now it's back good for us.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pear trees, probably not so
Good.
much.
Mm-mm, pear trees, no.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to take a look at that first of all. That's where they put the new handicap sidewalk in.
Oh, okay.
And I remember pouring that slab when I was about 7 or 8 years old, and it's better then than it is now. And then they come in and do a half job on that. That irritates me too, because I can do better work than that. And I mean, it really honked me off too, because they busted up perfectly good concrete. Now I understand that you have to do your handicap accessible things. I do understand that, but now the water's standing out there too. Oh, sorry about that. You want to take this phone and go through these, you can. There's one picture of the water every time it rains. And this is also, that's holding water that's going up underneath my curb, and it's hollow. And it's causing my slab
To drop
for my
down.
rocks to drop. And I know it's hollow because I keep filling it with sand trying to stop that, but it washes it right out.
back along the side here. So now this picture is 2022, it looks like.
Yes.
But is that pretty indicative of the exterior condition today?
They also took my gas meter. That didn't make me happy.
Just left it on.
Why'd they take your gas meter?
I don't know. They wouldn't tell me. I asked them. I don't have a furnace. I'm trying to put a new furnace in the house right now, but well, that's a pretty good picture of the water there too.
Just sitting in there. Do you have any interior pictures of the house?
No, but when the ladies came over a couple years ago, I said, "You're welcome to come in."
Okay.
I want to show you a couple of pictures of the exterior. This is one thing in between the houses.
House on
Okay.
on the north side.
Yes. There's another one. And I got, most of my windows are like that. It's a rotted out seal.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, they are 65 years old. And I'm not too smart with these things.
You're in good
As soon as you-
company.
As soon as you figure it out, they'll change it, so.
This is one of my picture windows that needs to go, because it's the same age
It's
also.
all original.
Yes. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that's just kind of what it's doing, you know, side by curve. It's kind of different, you know.
Water sitting in there, moving it around.
And I just get tired of cleaning up the grass because it grows, because there's always water there, the weeds. That's all up and down the place. Then I'm out, I'm gonna bring up 331 Garfield Street. That's right across the street from me. And it's been vacant for years, and every summer I have to call somebody to get it taken care of. Why do I have to babysit that place? I mean, it's time to mow your yard, mow it. Why is it sitting empty? You know? I don't know.
Do you know who used to live there?
No, I know a guy owns it. Well, somebody owns it. He owns a few houses that he leaves set empty, but there was a problem a while back. I called and talked to him downtown about what was going on over there, and I said, I don't want it over here. And it's not going to be over here because I know what was going on in that house when it was vacant. I know what was going on, and they do too, and it got taken care of. But I don't need that stuff in my side of town.
Yep.
But every spring, I gotta get on about mowing that yard. Now, it's been pretty good this year, but if you're gonna have something, why don't you take care of it?
Right. Well, that's,
I'm just-
if we could answer that question, right?
I'm just, you know, and I don't have much, but I wanna keep what I have.
Absolutely.
And I certainly would like to improve it, because it's all I have.
Yep, no, I
And,
understand that.
well, I wish I did have some interior pictures, because they're not good either. But I'm just telling you how it is and what I'd like to do.
Yep, well, that's what we wanna hear.
And also, well, everybody else is going up 40, mine went up 40. When I had just complained about it, a year or two ago, it got 95, and there's no way the house is worth $125,000.
Okay.
And I also meant to bring you, it was an old appraisal, but the attorney, I gave it to him, that's not a current one, that's several years back, but I gave it to him to look at. It was an appraisal from my house, and he lost it. And I don't think I have a copy of it. That was Stan, the thing
Oh, sure. Okay.
that I talked to.
Yeah.
And how long would that have been?
It's been probably 6, 7 years anyway.
6 or 7 years?
But, you
Okay.
know, I can't believe what he told me of my house. It wasn't a lot.
And then you put the roof on in 23?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I had to put a roof on it, yes.
And then that was when you had an appeal for that. You had an appeal for last year or the prior year?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not good at keeping.
No, that's
You
okay.
guys are
No,
doing
it-
stuff, I'm not.
It looks like it got lowered last year, so.
Yeah, he was at 94.3 and he got lowered to 84.7.
Yeah.
And the city did come out probably early in the spring, and they had a transit, so I think they were trying to figure out what's going on. with
Sit in
water.
there, everything and set up.
Because like I said, there always should have been a drain, but it can be fixed without a drain if they just grade the, grade the alley and the road right. It's not a big deal, but it's just, they pushed it, go up that alley, now it doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't fool water.
No.
And it is, that whole curb is hollow, and, well, I got cracks in my driveway. You wanna see those also, I don't wanna get into too much of this.
Do you have a value in mind that you are requesting? The form said 92,700. Mr. Bartram,
Yes,
do you have a value in mind of what you think? Your form said 92,700. Do you have a value of what you think your property is worth?
92,000.
That's just what you had put on the appeal form, but that's what I'm trying to get. What do you think the value of your property is? If you were to sell it today, if you had to get out and sell it today, what do you think the value would be?
I hope I can get 75.
Okay.
It needs a lot of work.
All right, well, thank you. Give us a lot of
Yeah,
information.
Did you want to try to find them? This slab's cracked. Well, you don't want to hear this either, because when they took the tree out years ago, they put the pad on the backhoe and cracked it in one corner, which, I remember pouring that concrete when I was 7 years old with my dad, and it's still nicer than,
No,
it's still there.
I don't doubt that.
And then I think that did me off when they busted that up out front. It's just, you can't even have nothing, you can't have nothing.
Understood.
Anyway, that's enough.
No, understood.
Jamie, do you want to say?
I appreciate you listening to me.
Yep, absolutely.
The assessor.
I just want to make the place better.
Yep, no, I get
See
that.
if we can do some calculation and see what we come up with.
I'd make a motion to take the appeal under advisement.
She's
Yeah.
gonna say
If I need-
Oh,
It's okay. No, you're fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, we haven't even gone to you yet.
No, that's
I
okay.
apologize. I jumped ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. The assessor has 6 comparable sales in the same neighborhood as the subject property with the sales date of 1/1 of 23 and greater. The assessor offered new assessment of 117,900 per the comparable sales.
Okay, so the assessor offered 117,900.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so now, you second, is,
Now,
Now you can, yeah.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
aye.
Okay,
Aye
and,
for a favor.
and earlier I did misspoke, it's 334 Garfield
Yeah.
Street. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're looking at
So,
Garfield
yeah.
on our stuff in here, so.
So we
Yeah.
will adjourn this meeting, and then they will go ahead and make a decision, and we'll send you a Form 115, what they come up with.
Okay.
So thank you for coming, and thank you
Thank
for bringing your photos and your information.
Thank all of you.
Thank you.
I wouldn't know you took those like pictures, I could have done that.
Oh, no, that's okay.
And,
No,
you know, I
appreciate
did
it.
ask them to
Nope, I think
that girls around a couple years ago, I said, you're welcome, to look in the house if you want.
Yeah, they didn't, did they come inside
No.
then? No, okay.
No,
Yeah.
but, okay, am I good?
Yep,
Yeah,
You're
you
good,
did.
thank you.
Have a great day.
We will notify you.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you listening.
Thank you for stating your case. Thank you.
Have a great one.
You too.
I know him from somewhere and I can't tell you where.
Like the past, a long time ago?
Yeah.
Wayne Bartram sounds familiar.
I'm thinking his brother was Neil. He was a
Mm,
tenant years ago. He passed away kind of suddenly.
okay.
So question for the assessor. You guys physically went out there in '94 maybe?
In
Somebody-
94?
Well,
Here in 94.
listen, 30 years forward in 20, you probably weren't there in '94.
No, I was probably in
Kindergarten,
the second or third grade.
oh, third grade.
In '94? Well, that's okay. How about in '24?
Yeah, let me pull it up. I didn't.
I mean, the thought that runs through my mind, I don't see much improvement over the two. We have somebody from
Again,
your
yeah, it was
office
just
that
cost
physically
tables.
went
It was
there.
nothing that we
Yeah.
specifically, it was just cost table update that he saw.
Yeah, and you specifically went there and dropped it from '94 to '84.
94 to 84? I thought it was 94.
Am I looking at the wrong one?
No, maybe I am.
From 94 to 84.7.
Got 84.7.
I look at the wrong property. 334, where do you?
334 Garfield.
Oh, maybe it's different on here. I'm just, I'm looking
He
online.
must have settled at an informal hearing, so I'm not sure what we,
Okay.
he signed a 134, so it was an informal.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Because if you look online, it doesn't have that.
No, so you're right, you're right.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, will you explain how
Wow.
this works, just so what I'm looking at? Because when I'm looking at the Beacon site, and for 2024, it shows a 94.3. But it doesn't
I
show
have
the-
contacted Schneider, they just emailed me today, they're still trying to figure that out.
Okay.
So,
But if
it
you
sh-
print the card, if you go to the actual
right,
card, it
so
will show
it's
the...
pulling what we post January 1, and I've asked them to please fix that, and they're working on it.
Gotcha.
So it's
What,
just pulling, so anyone, 1/1 of 24, 1/1 of 23, 1/1, and then 1/1 of 25, so it misses that.
So we really need to pull the card up and not
Yeah.
rely upon that to
Yeah.
look for a history? Great, thanks. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
10 grand, I don't see it really increasing much in value.
No, and the only sale that I was gonna offer was this property over here on Edwin Street, which is over again by the drive-in Harris, or, you know what I'm talking about, right off of Condon there. This house here, similar in size, even though it don't really look like it, had an awesome garage, sold for $100 grand. I mean, it had a newer roof, it had a 19 roof during the hailstorm,
Did she-
and he's got a newer roof too.
I know she
But
wrote
older
it.
siding, I mean, everything inside, if we can get here, everything was old. And it sold for $100 grand. So, I mean, I don't know where we have any more of the market appreciation at the most in this property. Do you think? I mean, if there was a reevaluation and it was lowered to 84.7, I think at most you could throw some market appreciation on
Right.
that at most, right?
Yeah. Just appreciating it even 5% is 88,930.
Yeah. Is that in the form of a motion?
Oh, I can.
Put some pressure on it.
I mean, mean, I don't know. I don't really know what the good number needs to be. I just think 124 is a little on the high side.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him 117.
She offered 117.9, but then
But
it
then
is a
he-
lot more than last year.
Well, I was gonna say, but then he says he couldn't get more than 75 is what he said.
And the pictures that
I'll buy
I
it
saw
for that,
on the
maybe.
inside with the windows,
Yeah.
you're right, those are, he needs to replace them sooner. He's not gonna have them. They're coming apart.
Mm-hmm, they're gonna fall out.
Yeah, the wood, I mean, I'm gonna guess there's even maybe frame damage into the structure, not the frame of the window.
Mm, really?
Yeah.
That would
A
not be
couple of those, the
good.
picture window did not.
And
look good.
again, Joe, can I ask you another question? As far as, your condition rating has it
Yeah.
as A as an average.
Yep.
What happens in your system if that just is knocked down a grade to, I assume fair is the next grade down?
It changes the depreciation, so we put him in there, it drops into 83.9.
Really?
Well, let me see what Zena did.
Without the land?
Oh, okay, I'm just
No,
like,
that's a
what?
question. Is that?
Yeah, it's not actually a percentage because it changes the depreciation. So he was at he was at a D+2. Let me put him back up to a D+2 and then put him there. 88.5.
Boy, that's really, 88.5? I have that marked to change too.
Because he already has. He doesn't have any.
Did you go from D plus 2 to D?
I don't like that, but yeah, okay.
Oh, try the other one, sorry.
She doesn't like that.
79.2.
Sorry?
79.2.
Wow.
I mean, all of his neighbors are probably a D+2, maybe a D+1.
Yeah. Okay. So you want some consistency there.
Right.
But just changing the condition took it down
Yeah,
to,
just changing him to fair, so everything else staying the same. It gets 88.5. Because his depreciation was at, looks like 50%, and when you change him to fair, it drops him to drops him to 60.
Is that 88.5 with land?
Yep. So his improvements would be 84 even, and his land is 45, so 88.5.
But assuming we
And
do.
that may keep him, because he is a habitual, so if we put him in fair and he starts out, I mean, that may keep him lower than his neighbors for a few years.
and that's a reasonable, I mean, easy change and
Yeah.
it's reasonable for what that we
Yeah.
saw of the
Yeah.
property.
Well, and if I'm reading the condition rating characteristics accurately, the structure suffers from minor deferred maintenance and less physical maintenance than the majority of the structures within the neighborhood. Sounds
That's fair.
Yeah.
accurate. Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
I mean, it's fair and fair.
Fair and fair, okay?
It's not in poor condition.
Not even, not relating on ours, but he said he was disabled.
Looks like it, yeah. Wonder if
He
has.
he did state that. I don't think he has that. There's, I don't know what the qualifications for that would be.
No, but we could suggest that he goes and sees if he really is.
So would it be appropriate then the motion to change the condition rating to fair?
Yeah.
All right, so moved.
Second,
Those in favor of changing the condition rating to fair, say aye.
aye?
Those opposed, same sign. Fair it shall become.
We would have to have proof that the applicant is eligible to receive disability benefits under the Federal Social Security Act However, an applicant with a disability not so covered must be examined by a physician under the same standards as used by the Social Security Administration. I will,
And more than likely, does that disability have income limits?
nope,
It's not like the old age, which has income limits, which did have income limits.
that's what I'm saying, they've changed a lot of these.
So he needs to go to the auditor's office to get that exemption, to forward it on to
Yep,
you to help
to
with
file
that.
to see if he
Okay.
did it.
$47,000. Yikes.
It doesn't currently have anything for disability. Okay. Got
Okay,
here.
this is our 11 a.m. She called in and said she would still like us to hold her hearing, but she was having a fever, so she didn't want to come in. She also
Okay.
stated that she would send pictures. I have not received them, so I emailed the girls and had them call her. And Zena said that she will try again, but she knew they didn't go through. So
Oh, okay.
I'll just read the characteristics of the appeal, and then you guys can look what she submitted and look what we submitted, and if the photos do pop up, I will share, but. Okay, for this one, the proceeding number is 35005 250500158. The parcel number is 3505 15 100 242 300 005. The property address is 453 East Tipton Street in Huntington. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone agree that the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think we have to go through all of, because we don't have any witnesses or hearings. Jamie, if you want to read what the assessor had.
The assessor has 7 comparable sales in the same neighborhood as the subject property with a sales date of 1/1/23 and greater. The assessor offered new assessment of $64,700 per the comparable sales.
And then you can read, she wrote front page and back page, so you can kind of read what she wrote. And like I said, it is 10:48 and I haven't received the photos, but I will share them if I do get them.
You want me to read them? Or they can read them on their own?
They can read.
Okay.
Good thing?
Yeah.
Hey Jill, in her reasoning here, she has in parentheses in the upper left-hand corner that land was 0. I'm assuming that's just misreading the form.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Okay. I'm gonna get, because it's probably got the hill in the back where it drops down there, and you're probably not very usable, but it
Okay.
land
Is that what
value
they're
wouldn't
trying
have
to
been.
say because of the hill?
Yeah. But it says was 0, and I'm assuming it was never 0.
Yeah, no, we've always assessed it at the 46. Between
Yeah.
21 and 22, it did go up a little bit. I would
Yeah.
assume that,
So maybe just misreading the zeros in the form or something.
yeah, I think she's just saying it has no value back there. is what-
Okay. Want to make sure I was reading that correctly. Always struggle with the English language, right?
She's had 3 cash offers.
Yeah, so which of
Where
the
are
pictures
they?
we have up there, which one is hers?
So it's the one with the blue around the windows. The one in the middle right there.
These
So
are
she has
letters.
kind of a,
Probably.
she has somewhat of a full lot. It may cut
Oh,
off
yeah.
a little bit there because that one's at an angle, but that's what her lot looks like.
But I'll bet right behind that garage, I'll bet it probably drops down to Canal Street pretty all at once.
Yeah, I don't know if it can cruise around the corner or not. Feel like it, whoa,
Too much.
too much. Where did it do that?
I guess you can't.
Oh, right there. You know, that was right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there you go.
So I would say that's the back of her house, but it is,
The whole thing is
as you can
stone-
see,
the
you're
whole
kind
thing
of
is
going
stone.
down.
It goes straight down. It's like they built a canal there 150 years ago.
Surely not.
Can you get there today? Is the street open yet? I haven't been-
Yeah.
I haven't
Oh,
been down
God.
by
That could be
there.
why
Don't
she's
go
not
up
here.
that way.
That's why she's
Yeah.
not here, she can't
Yeah,
get
that's right. Her car's so dusty she can't see out the
Right.
windows. Yeah, that's a mess. There's, that house is for sale right on the corner there. Guilford and,
Oh, Guilford and
Tipton.
Tipton?
Yeah.
The one with the copper roof?
Oh, down here.
That one? That's the one you're talking about? One with the horses out front?
This one?
all I saw was the for sale sign in the middle of the mess.
I
Yeah.
bet it's a duplex.
Isn't the, okay, they're lions,
Oh,
I'm
maybe
sorry.
not.
Lions, horses.
It didn't look good.
Oh,
Horses
I
with
see.
big manes.
An animal you typically don't see in town.
Yes, right.
Oh, a terrible time to be for sale because yeah,
Stolen
this
from
road is
Memorial
terrible.
Park. Yeah, it's right there. It's just such a mess.
And I think that poor house on the corner, I think it's an estate. So, yeah, they probably just didn't have any choice with the timing, but yeah, what a horrible timing.
Oh, yeah.
Be nice when
Yeah.
it's done, but man, what a mess.
Yes, what a mess.
I've had more people drive the wrong way on Cherry Street the last 3 months than maybe the 30 years we've lived there.
Wow.
Well, how about the semis that come up and they try to go up,
Oh, everywhere.
Warren, go up Warren till they get, and then they realize that, wow,
Wow.
if I turn right at, whatever it is, Roach, I
Yeah.
hit a one-way the wrong way, and if I go left, I can't make the turn onto Jefferson.
Yeah, they really probably get stuck, because now they can't even go that way, because now they've gotten to Warren Street now. Now Warren Street's all tore up, where the Warren and Tipton. But gotta do it.
So we have her in a D+2, which that's what a D+2 home looks like, and we do show her in fair condition. She does have 11% obsolescence on her, which is like a negative factor. I don't know if she's filed before or if that was
Like for that land?
size thing. No, it's on her actual house.
Oh, okay.
Now, she says central AC NA. I don't know if that means it's non-functional or is it in there, because they say
It
that
looks like
there's.
they had a window, air conditioner in there, in the picture.
No.
Did I see that wrong?
box over on the left, I
Yeah.
can't see what it was
Yeah.
on the other side, but it may have just been something.
The trash can in there.
Nope, nope, it was stuff.
This stuff, but I don't see any window air conditioning. Okay, let me go back. Looks like maybe she's filed in the past, so maybe that just.
Well, she's disabled too. And can't afford the taxes, so I don't get that. See what we got here.
Oh, it was in the front, 715. There you go.
11:30 is not coming.
Nope, they settled.
In that case, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're waiting
Just
on
leave
her
that
to
one
actually
on
come
top,
in,
and
though,
I'll
aren't
put everything back.
we? She asked for time.
We're waiting on her pictures, I think, that were
You got
supposed to come to Jill. I don't think she's coming in, right?
Right. She has a fever, so she's
She
not
has a
coming.
fever, so she wanted you to hold her hearing. She said she was gonna send photos. I had not received them, had the office reach out. She said she know they didn't send, so she was gonna try to resend them, but I still have not received them.
Can't get it to come up in the GIS right, because it just keeps showing no tax or.
That's the right address.
Well, it's got two parcels for her for some reason.
Yeah, okay.
That was
I
a
noticed
personal
that.
property, so her taxes are $307.50 a hat currently.
Okay,
What's the other one? On the second one side of that?
the other,
That shorter number is a personal property. She
personal property,
may have
zero.
had a business or something.
Okay.
So she's,
But if it's zero, it's probably been, it could have been years ago when they're just not being inactive.
I didn't see disability on there either.
that's what I was looking for. Some delinquencies. She said she can't afford them. I don't see disability on it.
No, I don't either.
Actually,
she
her
have-
taxes are lower than,
She have a homestead?
Yes. She is, yep, just a homestead.
yep, just the homestead. I mean, she could even get the age thing probably.
work 14 hours a day to pay the house off or to pay her taxes off.
The motion that I would propose is that we table it until we have some photographs. I mean, I don't know, I'm open
I would agree.
to valuing the change, but I think we need some supporting evidence.
Okay.
Yeah, second that motion to table it.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. It shall be tabled till we get pictures.
Okay.
I still think her 47's a dream.
Yeah.